Oh, okay, welcome back. Where were we? That's right, atmospherics. Um, Basically, hook up the H2 combustor, set up a waste tank emptying station, an oxygen refilling station, a propellant refilling station. Just a bit of tidying up here. Um, I wanted different coloured pipes, didn't I, for the things. Okay, is there anything I should be doing? Like gas capture? No. Sun's coming up. Well, the black hole's coming up. Health is fine. Water, food. So I'm just reacquainting myself to where I am, what I'm doing. Okay, so this is my hydrogen tank right here. It's pretty hot actually. I should be able to cool that right down when I run this pipe over into here. I can put radiators all along it. Should I run it straight over the top? I'm also going to want a little offshoot pointing up maybe, I don't know, for propellant refilling. I'm going to use hydrogen as my propellant because this is something I'm just going to have endless supply of. In fact, when I do some big gas captures to boost my carbon dioxide amount, I'm going to end up with excess hydrogen. I'm probably going to have to run a pipe outside and just vent it out into the atmosphere because I'm just going to have too much of it. At the moment, it's not an issue. Yeah, oxygen got a little hot before because I vented some hot oxygen from my furnace in there. I do want to take these things off the moment the temperature drops a little bit more. Oh, it's going to continue to drop because these aren't insulated pipes here. What I need to do is put insulated pipes here so I can keep my oxygen. Oh, yeah, so I can keep my oxygen at a constant temperature. It's going to be a bit of a challenge. And every time I dump stuff in there, that's going to get hot again. So, yeah, keeping my oxygen at the temperature that I want it at is, about 20 degrees is going to be a bit of a challenge because I'm going to constantly dump hot oxygen. My waste tanks, wherever they are filled with hot oxygen. There's one. Oh, the other one's on me. Yeah. Yeah, so keeping my oxygen at a constant temperature is going to be a bit of a pain, especially if I've got I've got pipes coming all the way over here. In fact, I probably should rip these up now. The reason is when I have exposed pipes to the vacuum, it's just going to naturally cool anyway. And these pipes are going to be cooling down my hydrogen. The pipe radiators, I mean. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up this pipe here. This pipe will, yeah, this pipe here will force the gas will be forced back into that pipe, so it's not a problem. I'm just going to do the cheat way. There we go. No, wrong way around. Put that there. Hold that one. Oh god, that was almost bad. And now pick this up, and now they're all pink. Okay, good. Might be easier if I do this first, and then do a flat one. So this pipe's just going to bend. Can I? Oh, placing pipes is annoying sometimes. Can I run that? It's just going to be really, yeah, I didn't think that was possible. It doesn't quite fit. You have to go up one more. Nope, like that. And it has to connect into this. Now, so I'm going to be coming down on top of this wire. So what I'm going to do is quickly just circle this wire around. I'm going to interrupt my circuit for a second. Let's put it back on. And this is just going to go around like this. Yeah. Oh, why did I do that? No, now I have to go through the whole cycle. Oh no! No one saw any of that. That was an optical illusion. Never happened. Okay. Yeah. Oh, maybe not yet. It's good enough. I need one more pipe. Okay. Split off one. Yeah, that's good. Went straight in. So that's going to go there. And there. There we go. So the hydrogen is going to come through here, up there, into there. Do I want to stick a valve here? No, probably not. I don't mind if this is all exposed because I need to constantly cool this stuff. Let's point it down. So yeah, good enough. I don't need to cool my nitrogen. I don't actually care about nitrogen so much. I don't know. One day when I have a breathable atmosphere in this base, it'll be big chunk of it will be nitrogen. So I do want it to be cool, but there's no rush to cool it. When I want to cool nitrogen, I can just run pipes everywhere and just stick radiators on them. There is a rush to cool this, so this is important. Should I point it this way? I'm not going to be running through here. Okay, the goal is to get this hydrogen cooled down quickly. I need it below 30 degrees. I'm not going to stick it through the mixer with oxygen when it's hot, because boom. I've never actually tested that. I assume boom. I've always just played it safe. Yeah, this is just going to slowly cool. There's no rush to cool my carbon dioxide down. I mean, greenhouse is not far off, but I can do something at the time. Now, I want to do a propellant refilling thingy. How am I going to do that? I'm going to need more pink pipes. So I'm doing two things at once here. I'm setting up my H2 combustor so I can get more water. I'm also working on the propellant refilling at the same time while I'm here. When I do the other half of it, the oxygen half, I'll have my oxygen filling station filling. I'll be setting that up at the same time as well. So I guess I don't want it in the middle because I'm not going to be able to access this middle. There's going to be pipes everywhere. Although I can run through here, so it's not too big a deal. I could just offshoot it like this, like that. Maybe have these radiators pushing the other way. I'm just going to take up too much space. What I need is a pressure regulator right there, then a pipe, then it should be okay. I'm just thinking these radiators probably need to be turned and face outwards like this, just so they're not taking up too much room. Now, because there's a ton of hydrogen in my tank, it actually is going to take a long time to cool it down. I'm not using these sides. Wait. So we'll stick some there and there as well. Yeah, so I want to have a pressure regulator come out there to a pipe to a canister storage. I already have a canister storage set up and ready to go. I don't have a pressure regulator. I'm going to grab this waste canister now so I'm not rifling through this stuff later trying to find it. This is actually okay. I'm going to just switch these around a little bit. Everything else is okay. Battery. I'm not actually using this circuit at the moment very much, so This circuit's being constantly used. I'm just going to leave these on permanently, I think, because I'm always sticking gases in there, whether I'm activating the airlock, well, activating airlock, it's a manual airlock, but whether I'm using the airlock or running things through the furnace or emptying waste tanks, filling propellant, I'm always using this thing here. Speaking of which, my current propellant is got little bits of nitrogen in it, and I do not want to keep mixing nitrogen and hydrogen together. It's just messy. So I'm going to be running this through my waste tank dumping station, which I probably should do first. It's just a matter of where do I want to put it. Out of the way, maybe this little corner here, although it's nice to be able to access this little area, so I don't really want to have something jutting out there. I don't want to put it over there, that's going to be in the way. This pipe is always in the way. Maybe I just offshoot it from this pipe. Maybe, yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. If I put it this way, yeah, I mean, honestly, maybe straight down. This pipe's going to be here anyway, right? So if yeah, wait, that's right, isn't it? Yeah, I'm just going to have it stick out of the roof here. That's no big deal. Okay, so need to swivel this around. There we go, that's how I do it. There we go, that's my tank fill, upside down tank fill, which means tank removal. I should be able to just dump this thing in here, and the filtration systems will just suck it all in. So let's just quickly test. Mainly that waste tank is oxygen. My oxygen is 1.58 kilomoles. Let's throw this in. This should be very quick. In fact, it should only take a few seconds to completely empty. Yep. And now it's 1.63. So I can empty my waste tanks, or any tank I want, anytime I want. Just chuck it in here. 1, 2, 3. Out it comes. It's empty. I wonder how quickly it actually does it. Well, I'll test with the propellant later on, but let's get new propellant set up first. So I need a pressure regulator and a canister storage. So there's my waste tank dumping area. It's annoying that this says tank fill upside down on it, but this is functionally very useful. Being able to just run here and just dump tanks in there, and it automatically goes into my system, which is great. This is hydrogen cooling down very, very slowly. It's because I got so much of it. So I'm not going to be able to do a water run. I'm not going to be able to create more water for a while until all that cools down. Are all my stuff in here? Okay, so I need a pressure regulator, just so I can.
Hydration critical.
Yeah, just so I can choose the pressure that I'm putting in. I'm also going to need one. Let's just get to it. I'm going to need one for the oxygen as well, because one will be filling my propellant, which will be hydrogen, and the other one will be filling my oxygen, which I use to breathe. And I'm going to need 2 canister storages, not liquid canister. One for the oxygen, one for the propellant. Now, this gas mixer has other applications other than the water thing. I can make my own, don't fling that at my face. I can make my own, my fuel, which I can just insert in there. Rather than mixing it with atmospheric gases and getting a less efficient furnace. Oh my god, flung it at my face again. Do these stack? No. So I can just create fuel, which I chuck into here. So I might want another canister storage. Yeah, this is this system probably should not be flat on the ground. It should be taking up a wall. a vertical wall to conserve space. I might rip it all up and redo it later, but I've got the space free at the moment, so I might, instead of doing this, I might move this thing a little bit. No, I don't need to. I can just have an offshoot with a pressure regulator with a canister storage, so that I can mix a bunch of gases and then stick it in a canister, and I can choose what pressure to put into those canisters, and then that becomes a fuel mix, which I can then just shove in here, turn it on, and boom, instant furnace. Well, not boom, but instant furnace will be going on, and then I can use that thing to boost the pressure. That'll allow me to make constant tan and Invar later on. So yeah, that's something I can do with a gas mixer. I'll just have it shoot out this way. I got, as you can see, space everywhere now. Too much space. Maybe I went overboard on this space. No, I'm gonna fill all this. I never have problems filling up space, even if it's just with storage lockers. That dirt's bugging me. I'm gonna have to get rid of it. Sometimes when you load back into a game, it like puts dirt in places where there wasn't dirt before. I don't know, it's something, little bug in the game. This game's still in alpha though, so I'm hoping all those bugs get ironed out. The number one bug for me, the number one thing they need to work on is the terrain updating when you're mining. Because that's a killer. That really messes you up. What have I done? Accidentally dragged it. But yeah, go away, dirt. I don't like you. It looks ugly. It's nighttime out there. I know I'm wasting the nighttime, but I really want to get this set up. I doubt my furnace is hot enough for me to get free. I mean, it doesn't hurt to just quickly go out here and... Whoa! Maybe it does hurt. I throw away my tablet. Oh yeah, there's nothing in the furnace. Fish that off. So whatever the atmospheric air is right now, 126, that's the temperature I can get in the furnace. It's actually perfect for solder. If I want to make some more solder, it would be nice to make another 10 more solder, but what are my chances of finding lead? I wouldn't mind more silicon. Copper, I always want more of. There's iron. A cool iron field right here. Oops. Oh, that's my character panting because I ran out of water again. I don't panic so much when my water is low. I'm actually happy to chew through a bit of my life to conserve water. I'm not actually out of the woods yet. I'm going to be steadily going through my oxygen supply, just to create water, just to live off of. I need lead. See, this is annoying because the terrain did not update at all while I was doing all that. So, just a pain. Lead. That's silver. I mean, I could make some electrum. Can't even remember what I need electrum for. Probably to get the printer mods, but I think that requires Invar and Constantan. I'm just flying around looking for some lead really quickly. There's some gold. If the terrain was updating, I would quickly grab a bunch of this gold right now before it gets too hot out here. All I can do is grab the gold I can see, which is a pain, because this terrain is just not updating. One thing I can do is wait until the temperature around here is over 327 degrees and then dump a bunch of hot gases in the furnace and then run my copper and gold through really quickly. There's actually lots of gold down here, but I can't really get to it. Wait, did it finally updated? It's 205 degrees now. I just want to expose this gold here because it's close to the surface. 3 bits of gold. Yeah, that's good. Let's just get this out of the way. It means I'll be able to find it later on. It's 230 degrees out here. I'm intentionally staying out here. Don't worry, I've emptied my waste tanks. I can get this stuff down here because I can't see it anyway, so it's not really an issue. Come on. If my jetpack doesn't run out, that'd be right now. Propellant runs out, I fall in magma, I die. Temperature out here is now, it's getting really hot. And the terrain just started bugging out weirdly just then. 36. Okay, so the temperature is now hot enough for me to get free copper and gold. I should not have left all these windows open. Close that one. I don't need this one either. Okay, so what I mean is the gas temperature out here is 400 degrees. So if I just stick some gas in there, right, like this, the temperature of that gas should be 400 degrees, which it is, which means free smelting. Means I can just pop all my copper in there right now. Just boop, boop, boop. It'll process and it'll produce copper for me. It is very hot out here though. I would like to go indoors. And there we go, big chunk of copper for me. I'll just quickly run the gold through as well. Did I store anything in here? Some silicon. It's not hot enough for me to smelt silicon. So it is 500 degrees right now. Oh, what just happened? Oh, it wasn't hot enough. It cooled down. Running materials through there cools it down. Honestly, at this temperature that I am right now, yeah, there we go. At this temperature I am right now, I could get iron done. But this is almost 600 degrees. But my waste tank was 0, it's now 728. And I think it does consume some oxygen. I don't think it's like a perfect non-waste of oxygen. I shouldn't do that again. So I've actually got a ton of materials in each of these things for some reason. I'm mainly going to be using this thing. Let's actually chuck it all in here. Health low means health 75%. I'll drink in a moment. I don't want to waste the water because I have to wait until this thing gets to 20 degrees before I can create more water, or below 30 degrees anyway. So I've currently, I've got all the radiators on there. It's cooling it. It was like over 50 degrees. It's now down to 45. It's very slowly dropping. Got plenty of time anyway because I need to set up other stuff. Okay, propellant. That's what I was doing. But I'm going to put this in place right now because this is in fact a yeah, I could paint this as well. I just don't want to paint indoors. Okay, so that problem is not solved yet. Canister storage pressure regulator. This is what I'm working on. I would like to paint all this stuff. It's going the wrong way. There we go. Now it's the right way. Oh, what is this? Underneath? Is that gonna work for me? Wait, it's pointing the wrong way. Okay, let's deal with this problem first. I really messed that up. Let's go. Drill. Get that out of my face. Okay, I want it to be pointing outwards. Yeah, this is it. This is what I wanted. There we go. So obviously I'm going to need a cable to get up to here, which is a problem. It's going to look really awful. Straight down, maybe? I'm wondering if I go straight down like this, if I can do a curved one. Yeah, I can. Okay, it doesn't look too bad. Just check to see if it has power. It does. Now I just got to choose the pressure that I want it to be. Renaming tool saves me a bit of time. Let's make it a 5,000, 6,000. There we go. So my propellant is at 6,000. Let's get rid of this. And 6,000 kilopascals, that's good. Now, we can't connect the canister storage straight to it. We need a pipe first. Now, canister storage. And is that right? Okay, so that's for my waste tanks. This is for my propellant. That panting is really annoying. I'm trying to conserve my water by eating through my life total. I got 51 moles in there, 2 water bottles there. So I got 3 water bottles and 51 moles. It's very cold water as well. Okay, so this should work. When I push this button, it should start filling this with hydrogen, trying to get the pressure up to 6,000 kilopascals. It goes so slowly though. When this is at 6,000, I'm going to empty my current propellant in here and then stick this in here. I really want that propellant tank to be pink, I guess, because it's going to be a hydrogen tank. I mean, it really already is a hydrogen tank. Painting gets done in the airlock. So,
Jetpack critical.
yeah, it's not an issue. There we go. No, what am I doing? Yeah, see, here's the thing. That starting propellant that you start with, when you drag it around, it becomes a green canister for some reason, but then you put it in and it's pink. It's really annoying. My starting propellant canister is like always going to be blue. So you pick it up and drag it around, it's fine. But if you put it down here and drag it around, look, it's green and now it's pink. I can't actually rename that stuff, or recolor that stuff without that bug happening. Okay, so painting successful. My propellant is now pink. I don't need this paint anymore. I don't need any pink pipes anymore. All the pink pipes are done. That's all good. Now we need white pipes. So I've got 56 moles in here and 1.67k moles in there. I shouldn't lose any oxygen. So when I rip this up, that goes down to 28. This should go up by 28. I hope it did. It looks like it did. I don't think you lose any gases in a situation like that. So all these pink pipes, you are now white pipes. Maybe I should have kept one pink pipe. I can always rip that up later on if I need it. I need more than that. Let's chuck this down. There we go. 16 white will do. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing as we did before. Oops. This needs to be one of those. Let's get that out of here. There we go. I'm so used to playing Venus where I need to keep my spare canister on me at all times, but I really don't on this planet because I go through my waste tank so slowly because I'm sitting in a vacuum most of the time. That furnace is probably still super hot. You know what? Let's go out and check the temperature of the furnace. Right. Now, the idea of getting solder now is out the window because I've got a super hot furnace. Yeah, it's not hot enough. I can't do anything crazy with that. What's the pressure in there? So as you can see, I've got some O2. That's because I ran some oxygen through there. The furnace is is cooling down, I might fill it up with a bunch of atmospheric thing. That'll get the percentage of the oxygen down. It also drops the furnace temperature. Look at that. That's solder temperature. I just need some lead. Let's find some lead. Let's get this away. Put that there. Give me lead. There's plenty of silicon around. One thing oh, there we go, lead. So one thing I should be doing is before I arc... Yeah, jetpack low, I know. Before I arc furnace anything, I should be running it through my furnace, because when you process something, all the gases get pulled off of it. So I've actually been wasting potential gases this whole time. So like the silicon, run that through the furnace first. That'll do. So I run the silicon through the furnace just to process it all, and I will get the gases from it, and then I arc furnace it, and the arc furnace won't actually release any gases. I don't know if that was deliberate on the part of the developers, or if it was just an accident they didn't mean to happen. Before I do anything, let's just check. Yeah, it's fine. So let's just process some lead. The gases from that lead will go through. Whoa, why can I produce lead? What's the melting point of lead on this game? Wow. Did not expect that. But all the gases will go in there. There we go. That's a big chunk of solder. I'm never going to have to worry about solder again. Maybe that was too much solder. But I'll show you what I mean. So at the moment, the gas composition of this thing is it's low temperature. As you can see, there's a bunch of stuff in there. Now I think, is it nitrogen that silicon creates? I got 71 moles of nitrogen. I'm going to chuck this in. I'm going to process it, but it's not going to actually do it. And as you see, the nitrogen concentrations are going up like crazy. So I get the gases from it. Now, when I run it through my arc furnace, it won't produce any gases. I'll still get the ingot, but it won't produce any gases. It won't let off any gases at all, because I've already captured all those gases. So I'm not sure if this is intended by the game developers, but yeah, see, I can't actually smelt, but I can get all the gases from smelting. Anyway, I've done what I wanted to do out here. I could do some mining. I mean, it is nighttime. I really want to set up my my H2 pump and everything. I don't know, collecting nitrogen is not my highest priority right now. But that's another really good goal of silicon, is collecting nitrogen. So I mean, really, I've been very sloppy this game. I could have played better. I could have run all my stuff through the furnace first before arc furnacing it. And that's actually a way I could actually have my arc furnace inside. All I have to do is make sure that any ores I smelt in it are actually run through the furnace first. They're just processed through the furnace first. And I probably should do that. I probably should bring the arc furnace inside. So I could have played this better. I completely forgot about it, to be honest. I wasn't even thinking about it. It's something I discovered when I was messing around on Mimas. Before I actually started this run, I discovered that little thing that you can just stick stuff in a furnace to extract the gases, and then arc furnace without releasing anything. I didn't even know that was a thing until recently. Okay, so I'm getting a ton of copper here, which is good. I'm gonna run out of jetpack fuel in this cavern, which is not good. That's bad. Propellant. I gotta get my propellant. Where's my base? It's over there. I was actually... Whoa, 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 bad, bad. Oh gosh, that was not the place to turn off my jetpack. Oh dear. That, yeah, whoa. You almost witnessed the end of the game there. That would have been, I'm sure that would have been entertaining. Not entertaining for me, but entertaining for anyone who watches that happen. I got to be more careful. I'm just playing recklessly at the moment. Yes, I can see my health total is down to 10%. I've got water in my uniform. It's not a problem. So at some point I'm going to make some electrum. I'm not going to collect the silver yet, but I might. I might actually. I just want to see what gases I get from silver. If I run silver through the furnace, what gases will I actually get? So let's run a stack of silver through the furnace, and see what gases are produced by silver. Because I honestly have no idea. Silver's not something I, I cook up. You don't need much electrum from memory, so 46 will be fine. But I don't want to smelt the silver. I just want to power 50%, not an issue. I just want to see what gases are released when I process the silver. So I'm just gonna run all this stuff through the furnace. I'm gonna leave the lever down. I know nothing but this stuff is gonna come out. Oops. What am I at? 3% health. Yeah, I probably should be worried. Yeah, I already know that the silicon produces nitrogen. There we go. Water problem solved. So I just dumped a bunch of nitrogen in there. Let's chuck in copper, see what's produced. Nitrogen and X and carbon dioxide. Okay. So yeah, I can just process all this stuff and then arc furnace it later. Okay, this is what I want to see. Is this on? Good. We'll chuck this in and we'll see. What am I producing? Nitrogen, carbon dioxide, X, NO2. Okay, now you can't just keep doing that. If I run this through again, it's too late, the gases are gone. That's why you can arc furnace stuff after you run something through the furnace. I gotta make sure the temperature doesn't drop below 100 because then I can't process stuff anymore. Yeah. Let's run. What does iron give me? I didn't see anything. Oh no, I've already run that iron through. Let's just furnace it. And the silicon I've run through. So as you can see, once you've run something through the furnace, you can just arc furnace it, no gases are released. So this arc furnace should be brought inside, and I can put it right there in that space. Daytime is just starting now. I'm not going to do it now. I'll do it after that. Do it next night if I remember. Bring the arc furnace inside and just make sure I run all gases through here. Let's empty this thing now. This silver I don't need until... So I could probably do the same with... Oh wait, can you even smelt cobalt or coal? I could probably do the same with those. I can just run them through the furnace. This thing is it's increasing in temperature because the black hole's rising, but all this stuff is just getting sucked into the atmospheric system. That's going to be closed in a second. This is taking forever. I'm going to leave these in my belt because I want to smelt them. I mean, I could smelt them while I'm waiting for this thing. I could just wait till the temperature gets above 327, whatever it is, 330, and then just dump gases in here. But all these gases I just created, all 6 of them, they're going into my atmospherics right now. They're going into my tanks. They're super hot gases. They're not going in cold, so they're actually heating my tanks up. And that's actually not good for my hydrogen, which I'm trying to cool down. So I think I've made a little boo-boo there by venting all these gases into there. It's going to take much longer for my hydrogen to cool down. I'm waiting for this to get to 0. $252. What's taking this thing so long? So yeah, I said I wasn't going to do this again, but I'm doing it again. I'm going to fill this furnace with super hot gases and then just run my copper straight through it. I'm going to leave that open and I'm going to just go zoom through. It's mainly because this silicon's taking so long. Okay, so if I put it in now, I'm getting 330 degree gases. Let's wait for 350. Okay, it's in, and let's get ourselves some free copper. Free copper. Let's get this stuff in my backpack. Oh my god, it's not hot enough. Even though I'm still sucking air in, it's not hot enough. Surely it's hot enough now. Come on, it's getting too hot out here. Yes, thank you. Don't fling out. Okay, this should be hot enough, I hope.
Health low.
Health's on the way up, not the way down. Thank you. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's turn this off. That's off. Good. Let's turn this off. But yeah, from now on, I'm gonna bring my arc furnace inside. I don't know, it's just so convenient. I know I eat through my waste tank and oxygen and everything, but it's just so convenient to just get free smelting and not have to do a proper furnace setup. It's not like I'm not going to use this copper. I'll use it all. I think my gold is the one material that I'm struggling with. But the next lot of gold is going to go towards electrum. So yeah, I've got a sizable amount of materials now. I could use more silicon. And no, I don't need it. I've already got my 6 tanks. Steel, it's not a problem at the moment. I'm not making my base out of steel, so I'm not really using as much steel as I normally would. That copper will disappear so fast when I start, putting. I mean, I want to like double my power input. I know everything's maxed at the moment, but once I got heating and cooling set up in a greenhouse, I will chew through stuff so quickly. So anyway, that big expedition out there has dumped a lot more stuff into my tanks. 6,000 moles of X. This thing, temperature's going down. I was a bit worried that the temperature would be too high. It's going to take a while because there's even more hydrogen there now. So I can't vent my tank until I've done my next water run. I got to remember this. This will slowly cool because it's exposed to the atmosphere, especially when I put the rest of the pipes in. This will slowly cool. I wish it cooled a lot faster. I might make some more of these things, radiators. In fact, I will. I'll do that now. No, let's not bother. Okay, the thing I was working on. I've got my my propellant. I wanted to fill up my propellant. Let's go. So I've got it up to 6 megapascals, which is great. I'm going to dump my existing propellant tank into here.
Jetpack critical.
Yeah. And that'll put some into my nitrogen and some into my hydrogen. I think that was pretty cold air, pretty cold propellant as well. So it was pretty cold propellant, so actually might have helped the cooling process. Now we stick it in here, and this thing will slowly rise as this pressure regulator pushes things up, and it'll get to 6,000. I'm not going outside. I'm not using my propellant for a while, so I don't need to have it on. Power. My suit's flashing a power warning. It's because I've got my headlight on all the time now. My power, my lamp's on. Okay, this is my project. Got sidetracked because it was nighttime and I wanted to make use of the night. And I kind of did. I got some solder. I can just make power controllers for days now. So I'm basically going to have an almost identical setup to what I just did for the hydrogen. Pretty much. I don't want to go down yet. Yeah, this is going to go up like this. It's going to go there. It's going to go there. Yeah, identical. Huh. They're twins. The only difference is this. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I need more pipes. Everything's in here. Good. Pipe. Pip. I want to make some insulated pipes. So all that should be insulated pipes. Just a couple for now, because I have a feeling most of these are going to be insulated. Yeah, what's my oxygen? Yeah, dumping my waste tanks in there, increase the temperature of the oxygen a little bit. 27 moles in there. Let's rip up one of these. That's not the right belt. Put this one on. Let's do this. Grab that. Okay, so I'm going to have to set these, and I'm going to have to set this. I've got hydrogen coming out of there, into there, and then I'll be pressure regulating it into here. So choosing the pressure that I want in this pipe, choosing the pressure I want in this pipe and these pipes, and then mixing them. And the gas mixer will put it into the H2 combustor, which currently is not hooked up to power. I'm not sure if these cables are going to be like this. Well, like I said before, I'm going to rip this up and make a vertical variation of it so I'm not taking up so much space. That's not a priority right now. Let's just get everything working. Okay, and the water will be produced, and this water will be volume pumped into this container here. Okay, speaking of water, I don't want to walk around with no water on me, but as you can see, it really drains this tank like crazy. Filling a water bottle up takes a lot of moles. So basically every time I drink water, I'm drinking a ton of moles. Speaking of drinking, I just had a drink just then. But yeah, it's like a third full. I mean, this one water bottle is just going to empty my tank. I should look more precisely at how many moles a water bottle actually uses, because it's a lot. What did I have in there before? It was over 50 moles, wasn't it? The whole lot is going to get eaten up by this water bottle. What's that at 68%? 12, 11. Yep, I'm going to have no more water in this tank, and this water bottle won't even be full. So one water bottle is actually a lot of moles. My situation is a lot more desperate than I thought. I thought I could sort of relax and take my time, but I can't. I've got to I got to get greenhouse up and running quick as possible. I need a new source of oxygen. I know 1.4k moles seems like a lot. Another 2327 in there, so it's actually 1.7 kmols. I don't have anything in here. But yeah, I'll eat through that very quickly. And I have to. My oxygen tank's almost out as well. So a big chunk of that's going to go into my oxygen tank. And this thing has got 2 moles left. Is this full? No. Yeah, that's disturbing. Okay, what have I got here? What have I got? I've got some 26.4 degree oxygen, 31.8 degree hydrogen. So the hydrogen's getting cooled. It'll be cool by the time I'm ready to go on this. Let's do this. Set the pressure. Let's just make it a good 5,000. So I get a big chunk. Honestly, I should do more than that. I'm going to put 8,000 in there. There we go. So basically, it'll fill this thing with 8,000 pascals of pressure. So when I turn these on, it'll start, 8,000 pascals. Speaking of pascals, so my propellant is ready. There we go. I've now got 6,000 kilopascals of pressure for my propellant. That's good. That's what I wanted. And this thing is at 6,000, so I can turn this off. I mean, I can have a spare canister as my spare propellant canister and just leave it in there constantly, but I'm not going to bother. And now I want to turn this on, and I want to get, what was it? 10,000 into here. Get rid of this renaming tool for now so I can see what it's set to. Oh, 8,000. Yeah, not 10,000. So I'm trying to get this thing to 8,000. And for some reason, hydrogen, it takes forever to travel into here and get to high pressure. I'm going to do the same with the oxygen. Oh, wait, what temperature is that? It's not quite cold enough. I can stick a radiator on here, though. Do I have any spare radiators? Yeah, I don't know why I'm cooling down X. Oh, well, because eventually this X is going to be my coolant. That's why I'm doing it. But let's just chuck this on here now and just cool that down. So I can have some much colder hydrogen, just to be safe. I think it's 30 degrees that it combusts at. And this is 30 degrees. My oxygen is 26.4. So when the two mix, it'll be less than 30 degrees. But if I can cool this segment down, that'd be great. Cool it down to icy, and then I don't have to worry. I'm not going to be putting the gas mixer on yet. I will set the different inputs though. So I think I've changed them now. I think input 2 is the oxygen. You need double the hydrogen to the oxygen. So input 1 needs to be 67 and 33 for the oxygen. That didn't actually work before. So this game's, I'm going to use 66 and 34. I think this game's a little bit, I don't know, it's got its percentages wrong. Because it's like 66.6 recurring, which rounds up to 67. And it's 33.3 recurring, which rounds down to 33. So it should be 67 and 33. Okay, there should be nothing in here. There should be nothing in there. Good, because I haven't started mixing yet. So while I'm waiting for this stuff to cool down some more, and this is good, it's cooling down. The new hydrogen going in here is below 30, and then it's getting cooled down even more by this. This stuff is just... Oh, I haven't started this pump yet. Okay, we'll start this pump. Yeah, so 26.3 degree oxygen will be going in here, which is actually not a problem. I'm going to blow up my base.
Hunger, caution.
Hunger, caution. Yeah, I could probably eat. Doesn't make a difference eating. I could stick radiators on this to make this oxygen much colder. There's probably a better system. I'm just paranoid of some kind of H2 explosion. I'm gonna just chuck this on here and just get this stuff cooled down as well. So this won't cool, it'll only cool this oxygen in here, it won't cool the oxygen back here. So this pressure regulator will act as a stopper, because oxygen only goes one way through it. It doesn't go back through the pressure regulator. So yeah, I'm going to just cool this down so it'll be super cold, hopefully. So when I combine these two gases, they'll be well below the combust temperature, and then I can just H2 combustor,
Filter
water.
low.
Oh, one of my filters ran out. Okay. I need a new carbon dioxide filter. Let's just do that now. I know I'm messing around a bit. I just want to get it right. I still haven't set up my oxygen tank yet. My oxygen filling tank station. Oxygen filling station. Okay, I've got a waste tank dump station. I've got a propellant filling station. I'm going to have to put an oxygen station over here somewhere, which is what I'm about to do. First, we'll do this. I'm going to swap my battery out, because this power here is not really being used at the moment. This one is. It's just constantly powering these things, and now it's powering these. And it's about to start powering the combustor and the mixer, which is going to eat up a lot of power. This battery on the left here is going to start with the liquid pump, which is going to eat a lot of battery. So I made sure I kept the liquid pump and all this stuff on a separate system. I'm going to have a separate large battery for the greenhouse. Yeah, no, it's not. Okay, while I'm waiting for gases to cool down, let's get the last thing. What did I do on the other side? I just stuck it out like that. I'm just going to do the same. Let's just keep it symmetrical. There we go. And then we'll do this into a pressure regulator. So this is the problem. The dial's on the other side. No. Do I want to have wires in the roof? I might have to do it like this. Can I access this from below? I can set the pressure from below. 6,000 in my oxygen tank. Yeah. So, I mean, it's currently at 600, so it's not a problem. Wires. Once again, this is going to look really awful, really ugly. I do not want to have wires down here. Maybe I should go for the roof wires just so they don't look awful. But I don't have to run like wires along the side here and then up and around, which eats up a lot of resources, but doesn't look as ugly. I keep forgetting I am actually in a rush here, so I can still walk through these wires, right? Yeah, I can. It looks awful. I could curl this around and then down, which should probably look even uglier. And I'm still going to be walking through curled down. Yeah, well, yeah, that doesn't help anything. Okay, we'll do it like this. Okay, and I want let's check this, make sure this has power. It does. It's not connected to a pipe, so it doesn't do anything. It just flashes. And then we do this, and then we chuck the oxygen filling. And I would like to color this white. What? Oh, no, I don't do. I should have checked. I wasn't gonna check. No. There we go. There's the spinny. Okay. Now, when I turn this on, it'll try and get this pipe to 8,000. And then when I put my oxygen in. So really, I'm trying to think. If I want 6,000 oxygen, I need the pressure in this pipe to be 12,000. I'm just going to go 10,000, I think. Because it'll instantly spread it between the two. So let's go for 10,000. And what that's going to do is basically when I stick the oxygen in there, it's going to immediately take the 10,000 that's in here. Currently there's nothing in there because I haven't turned it on yet. It's going to take the 10,000 there and spread it equally between the tank and the pipe. So it'll just an instant 5,000 oxygen, 5,000 kilopascals of oxygen I'll have. So I'm going to turn this on now and just start filling that pipe with oxygen. I am at the same time filling this pipe here with oxygen. And this poor tank is going to be getting low on oxygen because I'll be storing my oxygen in these pipes rather than in the tank itself. So my oxygen situation is pretty dire. It's pretty bad. But honestly, once I have this oxygen tank filled, oh god, this is bad. What have I got these set to? 8,000. Maybe I went overboard there. Maybe 5,000 should be enough. Let's just turn this off. I can't see what's in there, but I do want to rip this up just so I can see what temperature it is. I know the hydrogen takes a long time to fill up. Okay, there we go. So this has got 627 moles in here, but there's only... What's going on here? This has got 5 megapascals in it. Yeah, I know, I'm dying of thirst. This has got 5 megapascals in it and 627 moles. This has only got 283 moles, but it's at much higher pressure. I'm very confused. I actually want to lower this pressure significantly. Let's make this pressure half of that pressure or something like that. We'll make it 4,000. Confirm. That basically, it's not going to change anything. I'm stuck with this 627. I mean, I can feed it back into my system and get it back in my tank anytime I want. So this is only 296 moles, which is a massive problem for me. I need to get this number much higher. So what I'll do is I'm actually going to boost the target pressure. Let's make it like 15,000. Let's just get a ton of hydrogen in there. This is 25 degree hydrogen. This is 1.6 degree hydrogen. And let's radiate it. Let's just cool it down like crazy. So after my next big H2 combust, I'm going to have a lot of water. A lot of that water is going to be used for the greenhouse. It's time I started thinking about the greenhouse now. I've got everything in place I want. I mean, obviously I want to do that big water combust. So this is so bad. This is just only slowly going up. This is very annoying. I want much more pressure in here than this. I'm not pulling pressure out of here anymore. Honestly, I kind of want to connect this to this and just fill my oxygen that way. It's actually not a bad idea, just thinking about it. Instead of having these separate little systems on the side here, I could have just used these pressure regulators. Yeah, so when I stick my tank in, the pressure is only going to be 1,000. I kind of want to do that anyway, just to boost it a little bit. 4, 5, 6, and get that up to 1,500, and then I don't have to worry about it. I'll just let this slowly suck this into here. I need a lot more oxygen, and I've got no other way to get it except plants or smelting, furnacing oxygen, gold that releases oxygen. Okay, so I've got my oxygen refill, my propellant refill, my waste tank dumping. I can do that really quickly now. 1, 2, done. It's like instant because there's so much suction from these things. That would have boosted the oxygen a tiny bit. It also would have increased the temperature. I want more radiators. basically just waiting for this. Okay, so we're past the hour mark. The next big thing is greenhouse. I spent the entire night messing around. Let's turn the light off. I spent the entire night messing around with this stuff. I forgot to bring my arc furnace inside. Something I really would like to do is just drill this up and put it like somewhere over here as my arc furnace station. Where am I going to pull power from? Probably here. I can set it up now. Yeah, I'm just thinking where would be most convenient. I probably want it just like here. I probably want to stick cupboards here and here. Actually, no, these walls are going to have greenhouse stuff on them. Although, maybe these walls will have greenhouse stuff on them. I have to think, where do I want my entrance to the greenhouse to be? It's going to be an airlock entrance. If I stick an arc furnace here and I stick my entrance there, that's just going to bug me. Maybe I just stick the arc furnace here. Here? This can be a walkway if I want it to be straight to my greenhouse. I can shut the greenhouse straight out this window here. Straight out here. So I can have just an airlock there. This will be a proper cycling airlock. And then the greenhouse can just go along here. It'll be a big greenhouse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A 3x7 greenhouse. I think I start small and I extend the size of the greenhouse later on. So we just want something small just to get a little start, get a little trickle of oxygen coming in. 3x3 with the airlock taking up one of the threes. That might be good. A 3x3 with the airlock taking up one of the threes. And then I can extend it this way towards the gases. 3x4? And I'm just thinking, what do I want to do here? Otherwise, I can have the greenhouse entrance over here somewhere. But I do like the idea that I have this entire line here is a pathway from this airlock to that airlock, and down here to my atmospherics, or through here to my atmospherics is fine. So the arc furnace is probably going to be here on this square, or partially on these two squares here. So that's what I'm going to do. Stick the arc furnace here and have my airlock here. Now, airlock means I need a ton of frames and pipes and frames and walls and stuff like that. I've got 6 so far. I'm going to need a bunch of walls. Let's I use this thing all the time. I kind of want to call it here, and projects for my next adventure is going to be I want to do this H2 combust, get a bunch of water. I want to lay out the frames for the greenhouse and the walls and get the airlock basically set up. So we're going to get a bunch of water, we're going to get the greenhouse, the starting greenhouse set up and ready to go. And we're going to rip the arc furnace up and we're going to place it here. I'm saying this now because I tend to watch the end of the last video before starting a new one. So I'll listen to myself there and I'll know what I'm supposed to be working on. Okay, everyone, putting a stop to it here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you the next time.